Thiago Santos versus Magomed Ankalaev. I have one full page of single space notes on this fight. Ankalaev is a prohibitive favorite here. He's up as high as minus 600 in spots. The best he can be had for is minus 549. Comeback on Santos plus 435. Is that a little wide? I don't know. It may be a little, but it's probably about right. I do think that Ankalaev is going to have it everywhere on Santos here. Ankalaev does tend to start pretty slow. He makes his reads and he gets better as the fight goes on. He lands more strikes. He starts to kind of find his spots, make his reads, feel himself a little more, start to land more combos. You know, he's more and more and more in the fight as the fight goes on, which I think is going to be problematic for somebody like Santos. One specific thing technically that I like about Magomed Ankalaev, he has this hard check right hook that he throws when his opponent is coming in. You'll see him do that a lot, and I think that Thiago Santos is likely going to be susceptible to something like that. I mean, Thiago Santos is one of those guys who, rather than like consistently boxing and looking to land, he kind of hangs back, picks his spots, and then lunges forward with like one big strike or maybe a couple strikes, but he kind of lunges forward with big knockout shots, and then he kind of hangs back again. That's exactly the right kind of style for Magomed Ankalaev to hang out and wait to time that check right hook when he's coming in. And there's also the fact that Thiago Santos, he's got a lot of fight miles on his body. He's 38 years old, which means he's not going to have the same reaction time that he used to have in that sort of thing. It's kind of it's almost the perfect storm for Magomed Ankalaev to land that check right hook. Not necessarily that he's going to, finish him and knock him out cold, but I think he's going to be able to catch him with that punch. He's going to be able to hurt him. He's going to be able to create, potentially get knockdowns, create situations where he's able to, maybe a club and sub kind of thing, or at least a situation where he's able to get on top and get some top position going. And Ankalaev doesn't, he's not a pitter patter type of boxer either. He doesn't. He throws hard. When he throws, he's looking to hurt you. He's looking to finish, but he's not the type, more like Santos is. He's not the type where he's like loading way up or putting himself off balance or putting himself out of position. He throws hard, but he still does so technically for the most part. He still keeps it pretty tight, but he's throwing very hard when he does. And I like to see that. Really, that's about all I've got to say about this fight. Thiago Santos' only shot to victory here really is to find a big KO, and I don't think that's very likely. If you think there's a chance that Thiago Santos can do that, his KO prop is at plus 750. I think there's a much better chance that as the fight goes on, Santos slows down. Like I said, Ankalaev is a fighter who tends to get stronger and land more volume as the fight goes on. We're going to see Santos going down. We're going to see Ankalaev going up and getting better. In a 5-rounder like this, I do think Ankalaev probably finds the finish. He might even find it early, but you can get Magomed Ankalaev inside the distance at minus 110, which I think is a pretty solid bet with 5 rounds to work with here. You can also get Magomed Ankalaev in round 4 at plus 1400, in round 5 at plus 2200. There's a chance he finds a finish even earlier than that, but in these kind of fights, I like to potentially look at the round 4 and round 5 props. Oof. And I do have Ankalaev parlayed with Sodiq Yus. I am Erik with Erik Bets Fights, reminding you once again to play it smart, play it tight. Let's grow those bankrolls, y'all. Have a good one.